Welcome to the fifth session of the week. We have to continue with Unit 4, Partial Fractions, and the topic is resolution of an algebraic fraction into partial fractions when denominator consists of non-repeated linear factors. Dear students, in the previous session we ended with some important points which will help us in resolving the resultant fraction into partial fractions. So let's revise those points here. The first one of which is that we have to convert the improper fraction into proper fraction, and that can be done by division method. The second point is that if the denominator is not factorized, so we have to factorize it. And the third one is that we can eliminate the fraction by multiplying each side with or by LCM. So let's go with the exercise 4.1. And in exercise 4.1 we have to resolve the resultant fractions into partial fractions. So here it is the resultant fraction, and these are the partial fraction of this. A divided by x plus 1 and b divided by x minus 3 is the second factor. So here we can rectify this. Now in order to eliminate this fraction, we have to multiply both sides by LCM, x plus 1 and x minus 3. When it will be multiplied by LCM, so this one will get cancelled and we will just have 7x minus 9, and when x plus 1 with x plus 1 will get cancelled, and with A we have x minus 3, and with B x minus 3 with x minus 3 will get cancelled and we will have x plus 1. So here we can name it as equation number 1, and we can say that equation number 1 is an identity equation which will be satisfied by all the values of x. But here we will just take some particular values of x which are in the denominator. So the value of x we can derive from denominator. X is equal to minus 1 will be the one value, and x is equal to 3 will be the next value of x. By putting these values in the equation, which is an identity equation, we can find the value of a and b, which are the requirement. So let's put the value of x is equal to minus 1 in equation number 1. So here we can, this is minus 1, so 7, 1 is minus 7, and it will be then minus 16. Okay. So here by calculation we will get minus 16 and minus 4a. So the value of a will be here 4. Next value of x is equal to 3. When we will put the value of x in the equation, so we will get here 3 minus 3 0, 3 plus 1 4, and 4b is equal to 12. When 4 will be shifted to that side of the equation, it will be in division form, and 4 3s are 12, so the value of b will be 3. Okay, here now we can have the required partial fraction as the value of a is what? 4. So here it is written minus 4, it is 4, and the value of b is 3. So these are the partial fractions that we can write that the value of a and b back in this equation in order to show that this is the partial fraction of these equations. Okay, let's go with question number 3 now. Question number 2 is similar to the first part. Now here we have this fraction, the resultant fraction, and we are supposed to find the partial fraction of this. As I told you that if the denominator is not factorized, so we have to factorize it. Besides this, we have to see that whether it is improper or proper fraction. As the numerator is less, so it is proper fraction. So here we will just see that the denominator is not factorized, so let's factorize it in order to write this in factor form, and we can find the value of x then from these factors. So here a will be by x minus 1 plus b will be with x plus 1. Here we have two factors, so two components or two partial fractions will be here. Now we have to multiply both sides by the LCM in order to eliminate the fraction. So this will get cancelled, 3x minus 1. With a what will come? X plus 1, and with b x minus 1. So we can name it as equation number 1, and we can put the value of x is equal to plus 1 in this equation and x is equal to minus 1 in order to find the value of a and b. So let's put the first value of x, which is 1, in this equation. So we will get 1 plus 1 2, and b will get 0 here. So 2a is equal to 2, the value of a will be 1 as 2 will be shifted to that side of the equation, and it will be divided by 2 and we will get 1. Now next value of x will be, since x plus 1 is here, so it will be x minus 1, the value of x, and we will put minus 1 here. So as a result we will get, minus 3 minus 1 and minus 2b. So the value of b will be 2. By calculation, minus and minus will get cancelled, and 4 divided by 2 will result in 2. Now we have the required partial fraction as a is means the value of a is 1. Okay, here we can put the value of x a1. Here there will be no this sign, and the value of b will be 2. So these are the partial fraction of this single fraction. Question number 4 is here now. Now we can see here that the denominator is not factorized, so we have to first factor the denominator, and of course this is a proper fraction. So here we can see that here are 3 terms, and 3 terms can be solved by midterm partition here. So we have to find such numbers that by multiplication we'll get 3, and by addition and subtraction we get 2. So 3 1 is 3, and 3 minus 1 will result in 2. So here then the x is taken common and minus 1 is taken common, and we have now this in linear form. See here the factor is means the denominator is in quadratic form, but this can be converted into linear form by factorization. So hence the denominator is what? Non-repeated linear factors. Here this is the first partial fraction, and this is the second partial fraction, x minus 1 then x plus 3. Okay, now again the same procedure, we have to multiply it by LCM, then we will get we have to put the value of x is equal to 1 and x is equal to minus 3. When 1 is put, so we will get the value of a, and it will be minus 1. Now when we will put the value of b as x is equal to plus 3, it will be x is equal to minus 3. So minus 3 minus 5 will result in minus 8, and a will get 0. Minus 3 minus 1 will result in minus 4. Minus 4 and minus 4b and minus 8. Here minus and minus will get cancelled, and 4 will be shifted to that side of the equation. It will be divided by 8. So the value of b will be 2. So here we have the required partial fraction. Instead of a we will put minus 1, and instead of b we will put the value as plus 2. So hence at the end we can write that this is the parts of this fraction. We have now question number 7 here. Okay, here we can see that x square plus 2x plus 1, and here we have the denominator x minus 2 x plus 3. If we compare this question number 7 with the other parts or the other questions, we can see here that the numerator is the degree of the numerator is 1 and the degree of denominator is 2. So it is less and it is greater, so it is proper fraction. Here we can see that the degree of the numerator is 2, and if you multiply this x with x, you have to be very rational here, that you can see that the power of this will be x square when it will be multiplied. So here both the degrees are same, so it means it is improper fraction, means the division is possible here. This improper fraction can be further simplified, can be further converted into proper fraction. So it is must that before making the partial fractions, you must see that whether the fraction or the single fraction or the resultant fraction is proper or improper. You have to see if it is in means multiplied form or factorized form. Again you have to check it, that whether if x with x multiplies, you will get x square or not, or x cube. So let's see that here you can see now that the degrees are equal, so it can be divided here. X with x, x square, 3 with x, then minus 2x, 3 2s are 6. 3 minus 2 will be 1x. Now both the degrees are equal, so we can go by long division. We can convert this improper fraction into proper fraction. You can see that numerator is written inside, whereas the denominator is written here as a divisor. So the degrees are equal, so it will be by 1 we will multiply it and we will get the same expression below, x square plus x minus 6. So since we have to subtract it as a division is being done here, so my sign are being changed to x minus x 1x, and 6 plus 1 will result in 7. Now it cannot be further divided because this is less and this is greater, so means improper fraction is converted here into proper fraction. Here we can write this in mixed fraction form, here 1, then this will be written in denominator and x plus 7 will go up. Okay, now we are going to make, means whatever is the remainder here, it is not x is equal to 7, it is x is plus sign. Okay, here we are going to make the partial fractions of the remainder, x plus 7, this one. You just for now you have to ignore plus 1 and just we are going to make the parts of this portion. I am going to highlight this. We are going to make the parts of this fraction, and 1 we are going to write later. So here we will have the resultant fraction is the partial fraction is a divided by x minus 2 plus b divided by x plus 3. Okay, let's go with the next then. Again the same procedure, that we have to multiply both sides by LCM and we will get this equation as a result, which is equation of identity. Now we can put two values of x. One value of x will be 2 and the other value of x will be minus 3. So when we will put 2 in this equation, 2 instead of x 2 is put, instead of x 2 is put, so b will get 0 and 5a, so the value of a will be 9 upon 5. 5 will be shifted to that side of the equation. Next value of x is equal to minus 3, so we will put minus 3 in the equation, and now we will get a 0 and the value of b will be 4 upon 5. It will be with minus sign because 5 is having minus sign here, so we can put. Now the required fraction are this. Now see, at the end we have added this one again here. This we just ignored that for the sake of making partial fraction here, but at the end you must remember that we have to write this because this is the part of this. So 1 plus, and you can see here now 1 plus, we have found the partial fraction of these, so we can write this, that 9 upon 5, here this 5 can come in denominator and this 5 can come in denominator, plus minus will result in minus here. Okay, now this is the last part of this exercise. Here you can see the degree of numerator is greater than the degree of denominator. It's cube and this is square. It means this is improper fraction. This is greater and this is less. So we can divide it, we can convert this improper fraction in proper fraction by long division method. So here we can write the numerator inside and denominator as divisor. Here we can see that it's x cube and it's x square, and it is 6 and it is 3. So 3 what is 6? 3 2s are 6, and how many x is required? 1x. So therefore x is written here. 3 2s are 6, 2 2s are 4x square, and minus 2x. This will get cancelled and sign will get changed. So 5 plus 4 will result in 9, and 7 minus 2 or minus 7 plus 2 will result in, we can have here 5. It will be, okay, I think here is a little bit mistake. Okay, 9x square is written, then okay, plus 2x is written. Okay, it cannot be, we can see here minus 7 should be, or 2x should be written aside, it should not be written under 7. So first plus 2x should be written, then minus 7 here. Now again we can see that the degree of this expression is square and the degree of this is also a square. It means again it is improper fraction. We have to reduce this. So again the division is possible. So 3's are 9 and x square. So we will multiply this with 3. 3 3's are 9 square. 3 2's are 6 and 3 1 is 3. Okay, now we can change the sign. 6 plus 2 will be 8x, and 7 minus 7 plus 3 will be minus 4. Now you can see here that the degree is here 1, whereas the degree of the divisor is 2. It means this is converted into proper fraction. Now we can write this in mixed fraction form, that this is equal to what? 8x minus 4 will go up, 2x plus 3 will come here, and this is the divisor, and this will be written in denominator. You can see here that 3x square, it's minus 2x and minus 1, this one. So it can be factorized by midterm partition, minus 3x plus x. So we can take common here 3x and plus 1, and 3x plus 1 will be the one factor and x minus will be the other factor. So basically this is converted in this form. Now we will ignore this for a while, and we are just going to make the partial fraction of this, means the partial fraction of the remainder. So here okay, it's written here. Now just ignore it for a while and just make the partial fraction of this remainder here. And since it has two factors here in denominator, we can see two factors, so therefore two partial fractions will be. Multiplying both sides by the LCM, at x minus 4 will come as it is. With a we are going to write x minus 1 and b will be 3x plus 1. Now the one value of x will be 1 and the other value of x will be minus 1 upon 3. Why minus 1 upon 3? Because when here we can see that 1 is shifted to that side of the equation, it will be minus 1, and 3 will be shifted to that side of the equation, it will be in division. So we can put these values in equation number 1. Here we can see that instead of x, what is put? Minus 1 upon 3, this one. And here you can see minus 1 upon 3, 1 upon 3, these are put in instead of x. So minus 8 upon 3. Here the LCM is taken 3. So here will be minus 1 and minus 3 will be minus 4. And 3 and 3 will get cancelled. Minus 1 plus 1 will be 0 here. So b will get 0. And the value of a will be here. Okay. If we just cancel minus with minus sign, so a should be left here, and 4 upon 3 is with a. So when it will move to that side of the equation, it will be inverse 3 upon 4. 4 1 is 4, 4 5s are 20, 3 1 is 3 3. So the value of a will be 5. Now we have to find the value of b by putting x is equal to minus 1 is equal to 0, and we will have the value of x is equal to 1 in the equation, and we will get now a 0 and the value of b will be 1. Let's put this. So the first partial fraction will be 5 divided by 3x plus 1, and the value of b is 1 divided by x minus 1. Now we can write this. Don't forget to write this 2x plus 3 plus this one, and this one will be the partial fraction of this expression. Okay, here you have your assignment. Now for today, you have to go with you have to first of all revise the lesson, then you have to go with exercise 4.1. All the parts should be attempted on the NEET notebook. I think this is all for today. Have a nice weekend and take care. Allah Hafiz.